I did a blind purchase of the 1986 slasher movie Evil Laugh from Vinegar Syndrome. Now this one is probably best known for its head in a microwave kill, so of course I had to pick it up. Was it worth it? Well, let's find out. A group of medical students decide to help their friend fix up and clean an old foster home he's purchasing. Now the very 1980s college students are made up of a colorful group of characters, including a nerdy horror movie buff who carries around a copy of Fangoria magazine. Issue number 45 to be exact. Now he makes Jason and Michael Myers references throughout the movie, and even spouts some slasher movie type rules.
Come on, every time someone has sex in a horror story, they get murdered. Really, it's true, you don't believe me? Here, enough is enough. I'm getting pissed with this stuff. It's not funny anymore, Barney.
Sound familiar? Was writer Kevin Williamson influenced by this movie when he wrote Scream? Well, according to the special features, he was. By the way, that's a now vintage promotional Return of the Living Dead pin he's got on his shirt there. Very cool. Oh, and the Fangoria magazine he's carrying around has Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning on the cover, which is the same movie that Evil Laugh director Dominic Brascia appeared in the year before this. He played Joey in that movie. So, someone with a creepy laugh is lurking around the property, offing people one by one. Could the killer be connected to the tragedy that occurred at the foster home 10 years earlier? And is that really a 1980s cleaning montage? Evil Laugh is a movie I had never heard of before this, although I did vaguely remember reading something about that microwave death. Speaking of which, it's a pretty fun scene. This film doesn't take itself very seriously, which is evident right away. And you know what? I had a lot of fun with this movie. It's actually pretty humorous at times, and the breezy tone adds to the enjoyment. The acting and dialogue is pretty cheesy, but again, it all just fits very well here. Gore effects aren't Tom Savini style or anything, but they are effective enough, as is director Dominic Brascia's direction. It's all especially impressive given the fact that most of the movie was shot in only a week. That's just insane to me. Oh, and that is indeed Scott Baio's brother, Steven, who produced and co-wrote the script here. The killer isn't the most imposing 80s slasher with his tracksuit, rubber gloves, and weird mask, but the twist reveal at the end was nicely done. Now I will say, I didn't care as much for the tacked-on ending, which was apparently mandated by the distributor. It didn't spoil the movie or anything for me, but it was just a little much. But overall, I'm very happy I got this. Vinegar Syndrome has restored the film in 2K from the original 16mm vault elements. Now there were a few gore scenes that they were forced to use a video master for, but honestly it all cuts in very well. It looks great. The full frame image is a bit grainy, in keeping with the 16mm roots, and there's some print damage here and there, but overall this is a very pleasing picture that looked fantastic on my 75-inch 4K TV. Audio is a 2.0 DTS HD track, and it comes across clean and clear. Look, this was an extremely rushed and low-budget movie, so keep that in mind when watching this. Vinegar Syndrome has included a thick cardboard slipcover with this release, which was designed by Earl Kessler Jr. Reversible art is included as well. Special features include a behind-the-scenes image gallery, a commentary track by the slasher experts from The Hysteria Continues, and best of all, a 78-minute documentary on the making of the film. Tons of cast and crew interviews are included here, and every aspect of the production is gone over. I've said it before, but these kinds of making of documentaries always make me appreciate the film even more. Now a quick note, there is some controversy surrounding director Dominic Brascia that the documentary doesn't mention. I wasn't going to bring it up myself, but I felt I should. Brascia, who passed away in 2018, was accused of sexually abusing Corey Haim. Now the accusations came from Corey Haim's mother and Corey Feldman. Brascia denied the claims and actually gave an interview a few years before the allegations where he accused Charlie Sheen of sexually abusing Corey Haim. Now Corey Haim tragically passed away in 2010, so all of this came out after his passing. Sadly, we'll probably never know the full truth. Evil Laugh was a low-budget, cheesy little slasher flick that I had an absolute blast watching. Its tongue-in-cheek tone was definitely ahead of its time, and I recommend this to slasher movie fans. Check it out, you won't be disappointed.